What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and as promised, this video is going to be talking about the gear system. I've been the gear, the equipment, whatever the heck people want to call it in this game. I feel like the wording or the phrasing changes like each game, and then people will no, this is runes, this is gear. Bitch, it's always the same thing. Leave me alone. So right here, you guys are going to be looking at my Rudley. He is level 77, slowly but surely working his way up and all that good nonsense. And I think, oh, he can actually get some boots. I don't even think I have boots. I do not have boots. So as you can see here, each equipment has their own little thing. See, look, I'm about to give him this Buster sword. You know what I'm saying? All purpled out for the boy. I think it goes by, I think all these are offensive. This top part are all offensive, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, as we could see. It's all offensive, and then the bottom parts are going to be all your blocks and stuff like that. Block, defense, luck, and as you guys know, I don't have any boots. So my issue with that is that, as you saw, let me just use this as an example, right? So we have three different colors here. We got the green, the blue, and we have the purple, right? So let's go down to the dirtiest of dirt, which is going to be the green. As you can see, critical hit damage is going to also be around here, critical hit damage. As you can see that this one, even at level 1, is better than the green one at level 20, which is its max right now. So obviously you want to get the better one. Let's look at a blue at level 1 is 8%, and this one is 8.5 at level 1. As you can also see, the hit is also here as well, and the hit is here as well, and it's going to be higher depending on the level. Then we have the attack speed, 2.72, and if you go look at every purple, that's kind of how they work. They all have the three musketeers. And then if we go to a yellow, which is conveniently in this little shop now, which is nice that I can go to it. There's another way to look at them. I just kind of forget how to get to them. But why do that when I can? No. Let's just go. Oh, come on. Now I got to go to the other one for transparency reasons. Here we go. This is where you would forge forgotten weapons, and you can actually get faded weaponry here. So we can actually look at a faded weapon, and you guys will see crit hit damage, hit, attack speed, and then crit hit is going to be the last one there. And as you can see that by the base stats of it, they are dramatically better. So the best thing to get is obviously going to be the yellow gear. Also, if you didn't know, that the yellow gear also gives you an additional guardian slot. So as you can see later in the game, or hopefully eventually you're getting all those slots, they're all going to be yellow, and you'll probably never see your character get broken whatsoever. But that's not necessarily my problem is with that. I think that that's cool. It shows that the character, it's actually a big issue. I have multiple different views on this, okay? So I just want to break it down, and I of course want to hear your guys' opinion on it. So my first thing is that doing gear like this, it does help out. One issue is that people are always bitching and whining over substats, right? They were like, oh my god, my subs, I gotta get my subs. Their subs are predetermined. So it's crit hit, hit, attack speed, critical hit. A critical hit damage is the first one, right? So you can't get around that. Doesn't matter, that's just how it is. Now of course that helps out. So when people used to go in games and they would get like flat HP or something that they just clearly did not want, and they'd be like, dang, now I gotta re-roll that gear, or I gotta keep farming gear. This one, the gear is a lot simpler, but that is the same issue that I have on it, and I'm torn in between which I care about more. So pretty much I think that it kind of sucks that you cannot individualize your gear. You can't really make it special to the character. For example, we got the boy here, Rudley, and I've spoken about this, and I showed you guys that his crit hit is doo-doo butter 20 because he has a lot of high multipliers on his skills. It makes sense that his critical hit is lowered. He's kind of like Escanor if you're coming from 7 Deadly Sins. They have him with low crit because he has a lot of upfront damage. It's a classic thing that they do. Epic 7, they do that with Gunther. He can't crit at all, but he has a lot of upfront damage. Very classic thing. But if I wanted to make him crit, you know, what if I determined in my mathematicalness, decided that he has enough attack, I just need him to crit so he can just get over, you know, whatever, like break these dragon blood shields a little bit more often. Can't do it because we know for a fact, based on the way that the gear is, that I'm only going to be able to get critical hit damage, hit, attack speed, and then just critical hit. Now, yes, if I get the yellows, but as you can see with the yellows, let's go back to that, there's still a range. So even if I got this equipment right now, this is the equipment for Garth, right? Hey, our lolly grandpa. Someone was like, you called it a lolly grandpa? Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not wrong. You can see it's 11% per 13%. Like, in my personal opinion, I don't really care. I don't think most people are gonna be like, I gotta get that best one. You're just probably, hey, log in, damn it. I'm pretty sure that you're just gonna be happy to get it in general. I don't think that you're gonna be too hard on. And by the way, I know you guys see all these yellow, right? There's a bunch of purple and other stuff in here. So just don't be like, oh baby, I won the lottery. These are the special weapons up here. And for transparency, let's do 18. I don't actually know what these, actually, let me not do that many. I'll do 5. I feel like I can survive. I don't know if this is all you use this currency for. I can double check here. It says it uses the door creation. So it's very likely that this is all you use it for, but sometimes, you know, there's another store somewhere else in the game and you should have used it on that. You know, so we're just gonna do 5 pulls. Let's see if we luck out and get a yellow. This is from doing the Holy Dragon Grounds, if I'm not mistaken. And we got 3 of these, 2 of those, and those are blue, so they're absolutely trash. So that's just gonna go into the fodder, and then it's gonna just go into when you go to the exchange, and you're gonna keep you get this this powder, the powder of light, and then you're gonna keep doing that, and then get these purples, because at least the purples are good for you, right? You know, they're the best thing that you can achieve outside of the fadeds. It's the next level up. But as I was saying, there's no flexibility here. Like, if I wanted to go all crit hit or all attack speed, or hell, you know, as I'm pretty sure you guys just saw when I clicked another one, this one is block, defense, luck, block, and I think the last one is dodge. So what if I wanted to go pure dodge? I mean, that sounds very cancerous and very annoying, especially if you put like a full dodge on, you know, one of the Dragon Blood characters, and not only are they not taking damage, they're still getting their triggers off. Or same thing with block. Block is actually stupidly strong if you really think about it. It's, you think you're gonna get a kill, but then they block and mitigate. I don't actually know. I guess that's the block defense, how much damage is blocked when it's blocked. And each character has their own like kind of stats. So pretty much, like, in essence, these characters are going to be kind of forced into certain roles, and there's no flexibility. And I kind of have an issue with that. Let's take Anastasia for example here. If we know how her skills work, you know that her first aid grants, oh god, it's the scrolls. Gotta take this off real quick, baby girl. We ain't trying to have a scroll. Okay, there we go. She heals, her first aid heals on 100% of her attack. So let's say if I wanted her to possibly have a lot of attack, but you know, I'm only granted that by getting that same gear. I can't like do attack percentages or stuff like that. Therein lies the issue, I should say. What is more important to you? And that's where I don't want to call it issue. I think the title of the video is going to be, let's talk about the gear, or, you know, let's talk about the equipment or whatever like that, because I don't want to say that this is necessarily bad, but I definitely think 100% that it ruins creativity. It just kind of makes it that every character is pretty much right here. It's in the stats. So whatever the stats are, like she has low attack speed, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything. And so anyone that has faded gear is just going to just be inherently better, because that's point blank. They're just inherently better. That means that they're utilizing their resources on better gear. Meanwhile, if I want to even have a chance, I got to get the purples, as you saw, and I have to utilize them to the best of my ability. But if someone has yellow, they're just inherently better. But if I had purples, and this is something that happens in Epic 7, you can use a lower tier gear that has better rolls on it and still kind of compete because you outspeed them. Or you can still kind of compete because your person takes more damage because you have more health percentage rolls and stuff like that. So depending on what game you came from, I feel like you're gonna have a different opinion on this. Knights Chronicles, a lot of you guys know me from Knights Chronicles, is that Knights Chronicles, every tier, every character of a certain role had a certain speed stat. Didn't matter. Sorry, had certain attack, HP, and defense. It did not matter, and the only thing was different was their speed. They had a unique speed. Every character had a unique speed, but everything else was the same. So every support in that game had the same HP, attack, and defense. Didn't matter. So the gear was very important. You know, if you wanted it to have a certain substats, it was very important for you to do that. And you could actually have the slowest tank go first because you got nothing but attack speed substats. So I kind of like that, is that you can catch people a little bit off guard. They weren't expecting that. But in here, that's not going to happen. But you also don't have to gear grind as much. As you can see, if we go back to, you know what, let's do some more summons on it. Let's go back and do more summons. Is that's probably how you get the faded. Outside of purchasing it, maybe I think Airship Forge. You guys can correct me, feel free to. Oh yeah, here we go. Fate Gear Craft. See, look, I knew it. I knew it. Use the door creation. So it's very likely that this is all you use it for, but sometimes, you know, there's another store somewhere else in the game and you should have used it on that. I was like, there's something in my fucking soul that was telling me that, you know, there's probably a better way to do it. So that way is a cheap way to RNG it, but it's better if you just, Oh, and this is the other currency, the other pinwheel. So you need 200 of those to do it. Remaining counts 1. I think you can craft it once per. Yeah, there it is. It says it right. I think you can craft. It's right there. Once per month, which is it's kind of a hard sell, because if you were to craft this to once per month, then what are you doing for the rest of the month? Saving up for the next month. And the problem with that is that it seems that it gets random, right? So you can go. Oh, it's not even random, it's these, and weapon is just the first slot. So you have to hope to get either physical, so what's the difference? 3 physical? Okay, 3 physical, 3 magical, which is not that good of a thing either, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, is because it's guaranteed, but you're gonna swing on this and you're not guaranteed to get like the special weapons that are in there, and I'm assuming it's the same thing here. Oh wow, there's like way more options here. Oh, because you can get everything. The helm, the accessory, the gloves, the boots. Wow, it's like you can get everything. But still, still. And then what's this, RNG? Oh yeah, this is RNG. You get faded and thing. I wouldn't suggest to do that. That's whale shit right there. We're not in whale territory. But what territory we are in is, if you guys didn't know, I've been talking about it, I've been mentioning it, is that we started up a actual guild. There's not many people because I said Discord. I asked my people in Discord first. So I advise you, if you check the description, you can hit up the Discord, come in there, let me know who you are first and foremost. But like, this is me, I accepted. I went into the guild. Oh bro, I don't think he's gonna count into the setup. So it's a brand new guild. So please be mindful of that. I'm gonna build it up from the ground up, because I feel like the community, we got a big community here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are probably in, like, I was in a guild that was like half of the attendance was there, and I feel like there's no way that I can do that. Now obviously it's first come first serve, and I will rotate people out. That's why it's really good if you guys stay in the Discord. Plus the Discord is very active, so if you guys have any questions, like sometimes I don't cover everything in a video, like this whole thing with the dot. The first video I dropped had nothing to, it didn't really talk about the damage over time, even though it was something in my mind. I wanted to just stick with factual stuff before testing stuff. And later on in the day, I was able to test it, and then I saw it, and then I saw it also in other people's videos, and it was like, oh, everyone's doing this shit. That's like the best way to do it. And I dropped my videos like, well, it's cool that, you know, my theory was correct. I just didn't have the balls to, well, I wanted to get the video out first, to be honest. I didn't have the time to really test it out, because if it didn't work and I'm sitting there recording and it doesn't work, it sucks. But I did a lot more testing, because I know everyone's saying damage over time, but I don't think anyone said that you can stack damage over time, which makes it a lot easier than just previously people thought it was. And then just having one damage over time, you could stack curses, you can stack corrodes and stuff like that, which is really important. Anywho, so all you gotta do, the casino, it is application status. It's not open. You can't just run in here. So go into the Discord. I want to have people that we're gonna talk a little bit. So when they do the raids and stuff like that, that we'll be somewhat prepared for it. We'll be able to, you know, coordinate whatever type of coordination is in. And if it's some cool fights, especially if it's like the daily tournament, imagine me commentating your shit. I'm just saying, that might be hype though. But yeah, so Discord got it first, and Discord technically still gets it first. So if you're just commenting on YouTube and you're just saying, hey, invite me in, it's not the same, because I can't, not that I'm tracking you down, but I can't like, the communication is usually there. And sometimes what I'll also do, if it gets to be more serious, I'll have a separate Discord channel, or whatever it's called. Yeah, not a server, but a channel where we can discuss raid stuff and things like that. So that's that. Let's do some more door creation nonsense, and then we can get out of here and be on our merry way, because I need to go to sleep, because you're gonna get that purple. Oh, you can get blues? Oh no, don't do that. Don't be out there. Let's see if we can get that random battery for no reason at all. Do you know how lucky that would be? It'd be stupid. It'd be like ridiculously lucky. I'd actually have to sell my account. That makes more sense. And yeah, funny enough, seeing this guy, right? I've seen some people talk about it, but this guy has the same tranquil passive as Ulum or whatever. You have to level it up a little bit, but to level 2, that's probably nothing to you. But yeah, he has the same thing. You can actually use these level 1s. There are actually a couple of level 1s and level 2s that actually have the same passives of the faded characters. With Tranquil, there are some that have Vanguard and things of that nature, but you have to invest into a very low level character. But could work out if, especially, look at that, like 2 mana, as long as you're Tranquil, you're breaking 3, that's pretty easy cakes. Look out for that too. Boom, and that's something that was discussed in comments and Discord. So hit the Discord up, man. Hit the Discord up. Come on, I can get, can I get at least a purple out here? Can I get a purple out here? I'm saying. Yo, the disrespect is real, man. Another good example, Yellow Hood Infiltrator has the charm passive, has the ambush that works with charm. So wow, how would you know that? How would you know that? But I couldn't suggest people building up these characters, even though it's helpful for now. But what are you gonna, then again, some of the dispatch missions and stuff like that, you use the lower level characters, maybe it helps out with that. So I don't know. Anywho, let me know what you guys think about the gear system. Hit up the Discord if you want to join the guild. And yeah, it's hard to say it needs to change, but it is one of those situations where the rich get richer or whatever like that. The people that are able to farm and farm and farm, which is a good thing, but a lot of the times they can just, like the XZs, they can literally XZ summon and get nothing but faded gear, and you can't do that because you're not spending to get pure XZs. There's a limit on free to play how many they can have, and not the best feeling, which is why I stress that you guys go to the shop and spend the, the little bit to reset this so you guys can get 2 faded gears. This is really, really good value, and I hope that if there's anything that you learn from this video is how great of a value, how hard it is to get faded gear in this game, and how big of a disadvantage you are by not having it. They're literally the best stats, and we're spending so much resources on purple, and that's not even the best that you can have. But you should definitely enhance your purple so you're not like shit out of water, and then slowly transfer your purple to the golden, and then get that to another character, and just slowly trickle it down. That's how you do equipment in these games. Anywho, hopefully that was helpful in some type of way. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're about to hit 3,100. I haven't even made my thank you 3,000 video, and we're about to hit 3,100. Stupid. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Just remember that every day at the Casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.